Hi everybody, Heidi here, the Yorkshire crafter. Well, it's been a while, hasn't it? Really sorry. If you haven't, if you're not on our Facebook group, you won't have seen that I have a new puppy. We've got our little Rosie, and I remember having Lexi at 8-week-old, but I didn't remember it being such hard work, but it is. Anyway, I've also got Toby all week because it's school holidays. I'm just going to have a sip of my brew. So, I've had odd bits of time here and there, so I finally made a card, so I've run up to get it done while Toby sat in the dog bed trying to get Rosie to sleep. So, before we start this, I want to show you this, because this is what we're making. So, I bought these dies off Amazon. They are cheap dies. And I only paid £2.39, but today they've gone up to £6.99. So, if you're going to have a go, just keep an eye on it. They will come back down, but like I say, they're cheap. Weren't sure how they were going to do, that's why I weren't bothered about how much they were costing. And it turns out they cut brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So obviously it's an hourglass. You can remove this bit, but I just didn't see the point. I don't even actually know what that bit's for, but it's two separate dies. So you'd buy that and you buy this. Also, I bought this. This reminds me of one of those, it folds like that. You know, you put a guard round when you were getting dressed in olden days. Even now, lad. It just reminds me of one of them, and that is cheap and flimsy. Also, £2.39 has gone back up, but they will come down. But also, cuts brilliant. So, I like a bargain. So, we're going to do this. And if I get a chance, once I've done this one, I'm going to do it in steampunk, which I should have done actually, because I think it's all to do with time, innit? I think steampunk would have been ideal. So what I've done is I've cut 4 of the outside in craft cardstock, and I've just put a bend at the top, just so that that'll move either way, because we are going to make it stand up. But I'm just going to, this was one of the outside pieces, and I've cut the same again. I'll just show you. For this one's going to be the one that you write your greeting on. So this is the back, but I'm just going to glue it in now and put some heavy on it so that I could do with it being solid and ready. This is scrap. I've put a card on the wrong way around. That's why my sticker's already on it. Yeah, one of my cards that I did the other day. What I did when I was filming you lot, nobody told me I'd put it the wrong way around, did they? So anyway, I've just cut front off and that looks about right. So I'm literally just gluing that little tab at front, and now I'm going to move it to the side and put some heavy on it, just to make it sturdy for when I come to putting the front on. Right, so I've cut this out of multivarious, and it's going to be one of the easiest things you've done. Somebody did ask me to do I'll tell you who it was. Susan Bieber asked me to do a beach or ocean scene. I'm not, this isn't really the beach one, but it is a beach one, if you know what I mean. But this isn't the one that I plan on doing. So I'm using Gina K inks. This one's the Sandy Beach, and the other one is Craft. So I'm just going to do a little bit of sand. This is why I chose to do this one. I mean, I haven't done the steampunk one yet, but I think the steampunk will look amazing. But because I'd already done this one, I just thought it was the easiest one while he tries to get that puppy to sleep. The good thing about these Gina K inks is they've got a smoothing agent in them. Don't know how it works or anything, but they are absolutely amazing. So it might look bitty as I've put it on now, but when it's dry, they're so nice. This is the Craft one. Let's make it a bit more beachy. I mean, there is things I'd like to do. You can put little dark brown dots on and white dots, and it makes it look shelly. But I don't think, I'm literally just trying to rush through it, so I can actually get a video done of some kind. Right, we're now going to move to 5 for the water. So we're going first with sea glass. Again, these are Gina. Okay. Just take it up to the beach. I have a stamp where you can stamp onto the water and emboss it with white embossing powder, and it looks like waves. He's finally got the baby to sleep. Hold on, Toby.
Thank you.
Right, that's the first colour. I'm just going to open Toby's can of pop because he can't do it. Right, go sit back down there. Look, she's awake. I've also got Lexi in here who's absolutely petrified of her. So you might not hear Lexi go to sleep because she didn't. Right, this is Blue Lagoon.
That little doggy always chasing around.
Yeah.
And Lexi tries to run as fast as she can, doesn't she? So,
yeah, Lexi doesn't like it. She's a bit like me. She doesn't like out that moves fast. And this puppy can move. Right. That looks just fine. Like I say, I'm rushing to get it done, but it does have a smoothing agent in it. So now then, if I remember rightly, even though one's lighter than the other, oh, that's nearly dry. Is that one? I need to re-ink it. So yeah, I'm going in with turquoise sea, but it's nearly dry. I don't think we're gonna get much out of it. No. There's a little bit there. That'll do because we're going in with other anyway. So this is Tranquil Teal. Nice colour. Especially for, you know, when you get to the back of the sea, when you see it at the horizon. This is lovely. I'll do you one of them others with the waves on. It's really effective. Oh yeah, I'll do you one of them. That's all I'm putting there because I'm going to come in with some blue denim, I think it is. Probably got that wrong. I've only got it in a little one. Oh, it is blue denim. Change my brush for this one. And that's just to make it a bit more blue at the back of the sea. I mean, thinking on, I could have done a line and done a horizon and put some sunset or sunrise in it. Don't know how that's going to look. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Right, also, because this is going to go on the front, I would very much like that to match. So I'm going to go over from here with the Tranquil Teal. It'll make sense in a minute. Put a bit more. Nice and easy. I've also cut this out of multivarious. Anything that's got ink on. When I do practice ones, I just cut them out of cheapo paper because I don't want to waste my good paper. Good paper's expensive. Although I don't find this one too expensive. And a bit of blue where it's going to match on the top. I hadn't half missed you guys. I've been reading on page, but only when I can get a chance to pick my phone up for 2 minutes. It's awful, it's weird. It actually made me realise I didn't know how much time I spent up here. There you go. So we're going to do the bottom for the beach. And then that should match when it goes on top. Because this timepiece bit is going to be shaker. I tell you, I'm trying to use stuff up, mate. Although I am literally gluing this one and it takes a bit too old, so what I should have done is done this bit first and give myself something to do while it was setting. Right, so that's done. So what we're going to do, we'll stamp, who did we stamp? I think was it Rory? Yeah, we'll stamp little Rory. Now then, when I use oxides, it leaves all the chalkiness underneath, and it doesn't. I have to go over it with my black Sharpie. I'm hoping this yesterday I didn't have to bother. It took it fantastic. So let's see. Although I don't think there's not enough on the head. Right, let's give that a go. So I'm going to stand Rory in the sand. Can you see that, guys? Yeah. I'm going to stand him here. Come on, don't let me down. I've just told everybody how good you are. Here it goes. Look, it takes it perfect. See, they're amazing inks. I don't use my Gina K inks enough. It was the only ink I used to use until I found Lavinia. And then I absolutely love the Elements, and Versfine Claire are amazing for stamping. But oh, sorry, I was just checking on her. Yeah, Versfine Claire for stamping, but the Gina K for blending. You can already see how it's smoothing out. But I do love the Elements. See, I used to have everybody's ink pads, mean, and actually when I was buying ink pads originally, I didn't understand what was a blending one and what was a permanent one and all this water based, and I didn't understand any of it, me. So I'm going to put a fairy. She will be covered up mostly, but I am going to move her out a little bit than I did before and look like she's just coming in from the side, because this is going to go on top and it just takes some of her out of it. And we are also going to use some, I don't know what this is called, because some of these I haven't got round to moving the barcodes to the front. I'll show you what I mean. Like this one, I've moved the barcodes to the front. My original ones I haven't moved yet. So I'm taking this, but they're still in back here. Is it meadow grass? It's not climbing ivy, it's not winter berries. Yeah, meadow grass we're going with. So it probably doesn't go right with a beach, but I thought it looked alright. So we'll go in with it. I don't like seeing that black mark there. It's drying my eyes. Right, and I'm just literally going to put a little bit coming in on a slant. Right up to the fairy. There. Look how good that takes. And do a little bit more from the top. Not that you'll see these because it's going to have shaker bits at the bottom. But you never know. We'll put that just there. You only want that little bit. That's fine. And just wipe that down. Right. That's your inking done. So what I've done, like, this is the, what? Toby's saying good luck. Don't know what for, but good luck. I cut out, is there 5 or 6 there? Yeah, 5 or 6, just out of scrap paper. Any paper, yep. So I'm going to glue that, and I'm going to glue it onto there. So we shall do that now. Yeah, I did a practice one of these yesterday. When I make shakers, I'm used to using foam pads and double-sided tape. So this were a bit strange for me because I'm going to put some acetate on. I don't like gluing acetate. So I just want that to sit perfectly on there. That's fine. So I also cut, so you can't see acetate, oh there it is. I also cut a piece of acetate. This is just thin flimsy stuff, this one. This is the bit I don't like doing because it slips. It's probably why I use tape normally. So what you're going to do is you glue this acetate on. No, I'm lying actually. I've got to put my bits in first, haven't I? Well remembered that. So these are the bits I'm putting anyway. On the original one I did put a couple of bits up here. I glued them in. In fact, these are what I used. Catherine Pooler St. Cloud Secret Mix. So I am going to put, try not to touch that glue. I did put one in the middle there and it stopped all the others falling through, so I won't do that. So I'm going to put one there and one there, just like bubbles in water. But I wanted these with the, you know, the sequins without the hole in the middle. See if I can find another one. There's one. That shall do nicely. Yeah, so they'll stay up all the time, so it just them two, and that's all you need to break it up a little bit. And they sort of look like bubbles in water, don't they? And then these are just cheapo white ones. These all came from charity shops, and because it's not something I buy as a rule. So I'm just going to put some in the bottom. Don't want many in. It's good, this chat, to use up everything that you've got. If you've got static on your, I mean, I'm not going to do it with this, but if you've got static on your acetate, just wipe it with a baby wipe and wipe it off, and it takes it off. It's pretty cool. Right. Let's move them flatter. Yeah, I actually think this card, I'm going to glue around again so that we can put the top on, and then you've got your shaker element. Yeah, I think this will look amazing as steampunk. I mean, I'd do one now, but there's no guarantee when her ladyship's going to wake up. I'm just thrilled that she's let me get this done. But Andy's got 4 days off over Easter, so I will be coming up to do something then. I maybe went a bit far down with blue, but I'm happy with that. See, it's slipping because I've put glue on the acetate. So I'm just gonna put some on it for a second while I take a drink of my brew, and then we'll carry on. I just want it to take. It's not going to take. Right, I'm just going to put this on top a minute. And I'm just going to have a drink of my brew. So how's everybody doing? We did it the 600, so that was pretty cool. I was happy with that. And also I haven't been able to talk to anybody since I got asked to be guest designer for Lavinia for April. How cool was that? It was a bit of a surprise. They asked me beginning of March, was it, to do May, and then they came back not long ago actually and asked me to change to April if I could. So I did. So I was pretty chuffed. Little old me. Right, let's see if that's taken. You should enter the competition for what I'm doing the, pardon me, guest designer for. £40 to spend on stamps. I definitely wouldn't say no. There you go. Oh, that's way better than the one I did yesterday. Still sticking on inks a bit, but that'll come off. There you go. Right, let's stick this down. Yeah, if you enter the competition, you get £40 to spend on stamps. Or whatever you want, you just get a £40 voucher. It's not to be sniffed at, is it? Oh, hey up. Lexi's whinging. She must feel a bit more... Not whinging, snoring. I'm just going to put 2 little levels of this on, because when I did the other one, it's a bit flimsy, so I'm going to just put 2 little bits on. Why aren't my scissors working? Ah, that's why. So, take the first bit off. I've got a very, very good card coming up to show on for the Lavinia challenge. There is no video for it, but if you would like to see, I can't explain to you what it is till you see it. But if there's elements of it you want to see in a video, let me know and I'll do a video. I'll give you a clue. It's got 5 sides to the card. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to go up, what date are we? We're around 6 now. Maybe another 5 days or so. And then I've got a 3rd piece to do, which I haven't started yet. I'll probably try and get that done this weekend when Andy's going to be looking after Rosie. It's easy enough to look after Lexi, that's not a problem. Right. Is that going to fit in there and work? Right. Oh, where's me? Let's have a look. I thought I'd lost my front then. So what we're going to do, we're going to stick this behind, just like we did with the first one. So I'm going to ink just across the top and just across the bottom, and I want to ideally knead it the same things apart so that we can just put it down so that you can't see. That's the bit you're going to write on, if you understand what I mean. I think that needs sticking down. Yeah, it does. That's where you'll write your greeting. I mean, ideally, I'd like to darken this up a little bit and all, you know, give it a bit of texture look. I'm just going to move that to the side a bit. I'm going to glue that down because I forgot. No, you just have to leave. I can't have music on, Toby, while I'm filming. I've already told you. Sorry. He's trying to watch his things, but it has music on and we're not allowed apparently. Right, now this should sit between them. Let's have a look. It's going to be a bit... It won't be off centre when it's done, just... Lexi's snoring right outside of me, I am so sorry. Lexi! I don't like to wake her because it's the first time she's actually settled. So I'm just going to tuck that up into the... It's better. Same with this side. There we go. This, I will move this when I come off camera because it needs moving out a tad. But I don't want to run out of time. So there you have your thank pot. I don't know where you'd put a greeting actually. If you wanted to bring this one in, if you wanted to, I mean you could put it across the middle, but then you lose seeing the actual thing. I'll tell you what I'm going to do because she's still asleep. Lexi. Lexi. Oh, I've had to wake her up. I'm just going to try and darken this up a little bit. There you go. See what difference it makes already. Ideally, I would have done that before putting it on. Look what difference that makes. You can see that. Not so bothered about doing it on the back piece. What I might do as well is put some blue around where you can see the white, and then you won't see that. I mean, you could ideally use blue cardstock, you know, for in between, if you've got scrap, or if you don't mind using your good stuff. Oh, that gives so much difference to it already. I mean, you could actually do this with proper sand. That would be so effective. That's a great idea. I do have some. See, I think that looks fantastic now. What a difference. That is so much better. I don't think you need to see me do this, do you? I think I'll love you and leave you. And I'm going to try and get the steampunk one done before Roxy wakes up. And then I can put photos on. And if you want me to do a video of it, I'm quite happy to do that. This is so much, because I've been doing it over a few days when I've got a spare minute. I didn't know how long it'd take. So much quicker than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, absolutely so much different. Definitely. So I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to do this one and then go on to do the steampunk. So you open it up, put your greeting. It goes in a normal size envelope. I just think they're pretty cool. They do all come down, but I think putting sand in it, I think it's a great idea. There you go. Right guys, we'll love you and leave you. I'll get the pics up soon, and I'll try my best to get on this weekend and do a right good video. Okay. Happy crafting everybody. See you shortly. Bye.
Bye.
Toby says bye.